And we are reaching out to all the curlies out there. So if you're a curly, you know that having curly hair is a blessing and a curse at the same time. You know, when you have curly hair, it's amazing, it's flawless, it's wavy, it's bushy, it's flowy. But at the same time, it is like that because it takes a lot of care. You know, I take care of my hair so much. I spend more money on my hair products than I do on anything else. Well, I'm also blessed with good skin, so I don't need a lot of skin products. Hopefully, it stays that way as I age. But you know, having curly hair is high maintenance, and you know, depending on which region you live in, you can find the right products for your hair. So when I lived back home in the Middle East, I would find products so easily at the market. But living in the U.S., it's more of a hassle to find curly hair products because most people here have straight hair, and so you really gotta get creative. And you know, like for me, the main aspects of it, it shouldn't have any parabens, any waxes, any sulfates. So I'm like that person that just stands in the middle of the aisle in the shampoo and conditioner aisle. I'm just reading the ingredients on the bag. And like, if I find anything related to sulfates or wax, I'm like, nope, that's not for me.
Mhm.
And even then, a lot of the products found in the markets, they just see as curly hair being just heavy, like dry, needing heavy moisture. And that's not the case. So, like, I use different products for my scalp than I do for my ends when I'm showering. And then after I'm out of the shower, I have my leave-in, I have my gels, and then I have my very precious hair dryer. I My friends got it
Do
for
you
me
use
for my
a
birthday. I
diffuser?
have like the Dyson hair dryer, huh?
Do you use a hair dryer or like a diffuser?
A diffuser on the hair dryer. But I have the Dyson hair dryer, so like even if I don't have the diffuser on it, it still has like the mechanism to just keep it as fluffy um you know, voluminous as it is.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I can dive deeper about which products I use. But I actually
Why do you say it's harder in the US to buy a product? Just go on Amazon. You'll find anything you want. I feel like you're overdoing it.
I
No?
No,
mean,
because
No?
you can't just order this stuff always. You have to go like experience what you need to get first. Like you can't go to Target and get curly girl stuff because it'll have sulfates in it anyway.
mhm.
Like you'll put it in your hair and it'll make your hair feel real soft, but that's because it's messing your hair up. It's actually not healthy for your hair. You really do have to go like to an
Try out
expert.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. There's that. There's also like you would think Amazon has everything that you would want, you know, it's like the porn of products. If you can think of it, it's on Amazon, but like Amazon really does not have everything
Mhm.
that you could ask for. Like there's products I used to buy back home that are, you know, either locally produced in the region or in the country, or products that are produced, let's say, in Brazil or in Africa. They're not found as much here. There's not much of an audience for it, except if I go to certain places in the area where there's, you know, the African hairstyles, the black hairstyles, you know, that in those grocery stores I can find stuff.
Mhm.
But for me, it's more about like the healthy products that I can find. It's not just about finding a product, and I have to really dig deep. And of course, every time I find a good product in the market, it gets discontinued because it doesn't have an
Yes.
audience for it. Most people here,
Yes.
they have straight hair, and you know, the market accommodates for that. And you know, they have oily hair mostly because a lot of the products here are very heavy on the hair. And I don't think a lot of people get that. They think, oh, it's the water, oh, it's the weather that I have dandruff, that I have oily
Mhm.
hair. Like, no, it's the hair products that you use. Like, I wash my hair with the right products. I don't have to wash my hair for 3 4 days. You know, like gross, yes, but
Mhm.
like I've
That's
experienced
not
that when
gross.
I.
That's not gross. That's the straight hair. That's the straight hair propaganda fooling you. Don't
Yeah,
let straight
right.
hair propaganda fool you. You do not have to wash your curly head every single night. In fact, it's probably bad for your hair
Mm-hmm.
if you wash it every day.
The way I've been advised is every time you wash it, obviously you don't have to wash it every day, but every time you wash it, you have to put conditioner on.
I
Even if you like,
condition. I condition every day. I
oh,
don't wash
really?
every day. Yeah.
So you
I
condition without water?
no. Wash. You wash when you wash your hair. Like you don't even wash your hair. You just put your hair in the water. Like you know what I'm saying. Run your fingers through, and
Mhm.
then put some conditioner in on the way out. Like or that's if you're doing leave-in. But if you're doing it during, I would recommend. I always recommend putting the conditioner in and then letting the conditioner rinse out and then washing. Do
Yeah,
not wash before you rinse out your
that's
conditioner.
that's that's what I've been told. I keep it 3 minutes. Don't do anything with it.
Yeah. You can
So
do whatever. I don't know. It depends on what kind of product you're using. I have
Also depends
I have
on the type of hair that you have in your
yeah.
scalp.
yeah, I agree.
I have 3C4A. So my hair is 3C4A for the chart.
I
Um
forgot what mine is.
Yeah.
oh yeah, pull the chart up.
Yeah,
Pull
I
the
should. Not right now.
Yeah, yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's pull the chart.
I got you. I got you.
So when I started the curly girl method journey, which is how all the support groups call it. So in the curly girl method, they tell you how to wash your hair with the conditioner. So the conditioner actually goes to your scalp. A lot of people think like, oh, the conditioner shouldn't touch your scalp because it's bad for you. It either over moisturizes it or dries it up or whatever. No, it depends on the product that you're using. So I wash my hair. I have like the tea tree oil shampoo that I use first because my scalp
Mm,
does get oily. And then I use two different conditioners for my scalp and for my dry end. So like my scalp gets oily, so I have the an aloe vera conditioner that I massage into my scalp, and that helps rejuvenate the follicles. It helps keep the scalp healthy, and I have a coconut milk mix for the dry ends, and that's how I wash my hair. But my main wash is the conditioner. It's not the shampoo. The shampoo, like I use it a lot of the times, but not all the time, just to like clean it, and for the smell and stuff.
mhm.
But it's not always the case. The conditioner is the main part of what to do. And if I leave it on my scalp, it'll probably make my hair very heavy. The only conditioner I would leave in while I'm showering is a conditioner meant for like moisturizing, extra moisturizing,
Mhm.
using it like a mask.
Yeah.
I also used to do a lot of masks. Like my masks used to include product ingredients like mayonnaise, olive oil. I once tried egg. Oh, it was great for my hair, but the smell would
Yeah.
not
That's exactly. I've heard that. I've heard
would
that
not
egg
go
is really
well.
good for your hair. It makes it
Yeah.
shiny.
But mayonnaise already has egg, so that helps.
Mhm.
Mm. And there's
The
like masks with like coffee grind. There's masks. Yeah, there's all different kinds of masks. Do I what?
I I'm cautious about leaving in product in my hair for too long because I have that 4A 3C right there.
Mhm.
Um and if it's like on the top of my head where the coils are really curly, um I will go there like they will like braid up together, like dread up, and I get these horrible knots because there's too much product in my hair, and the hair basically like all the strands, instead of being curly all the way up, they get locked together. You have to like go through and kind of pick your hair out, which is a regular occurrence for curly hair anyway. You kind of have to brush your hair out, and you can't dry brush it either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
do
People go
not
like,
dry
"Oh, why
brush your
don't you brush
curly
your
hair.
hair when it's dry?" It's like, no, that is not an
Yeah,
option. Most
people
of
be
my hair
like,
will fall out if I do that.
yes, people are like, oh, I just brushed my hair. It's so curly. Like your hair's wavy, baby. It's not curly.
Exactly.
You can brush
If
your
the comb
waves.
could go through it, like it is not curly.
Yeah, it's not going through.
Yeah, there's also like the leave-in that you have after I shower. So after I do my whole shower routine, I've got the leave-in. I've got one that's a Nautica garlic something. It doesn't smell like garlic, by the way. And a shea butter moisture product, and that shouldn't touch the scalp because if anything touches the scalp, that's already bad. And you gotta like use a microfiber towel to let it dry up, or else it would really
Yeah,
dry up. And
and not the microfiber hand towels you clean up messes
no,
with. No,
no, no, no.
they're specific hair towels that are like a microfiber style. I
Mm-hmm.
have one around
I
here
don't,
actually.
a lot of the things y'all talking about, I've never heard of, by the way. So, because my routine is not, even though like I am technically curly, but I don't know. I think I'm more on the
You're a
maybe
man.
I'm a 2C, maybe.
Yeah, I would put you at 2C, maybe
Yeah.
even
I'm on like
3A on
3B,
like
I
curly
think.
parts.
3B, 3C, something like that. Maybe
Yeah,
on the 3B side.
yeah,
There's also like I have a satin marshmallow not marshmallow mushroom hat that I put just like the one you have on, Mac. Yeah, 100%. Um It all has to be satin. I've got like my coiled
Extra curls.
rubber bands that
Hmm.
coiled bands that I put on just to not to destroy the curls.
You can't use little hair bands. You have to use big,
No, no,
giant,
no.
thick, the thickest, thicker. I have much thicker than this. This is
Hmm.
minimum. It's how small they get.
Hmm.
They
Totally.
cannot be thin. They can't be wire or any kind of rubber. That don't even do it to yourself. That's an immediate
Hmm.
shot. You're gonna have to cut your hair out. Um,
Um, I've also tried like a bunch of ways to grow out my hair. Like I've done rice water rinse. I've done apple cider vinegar rinse. Rice water rinse is a very interesting mask, by the way. Like if you look up, there's some tribes that still do that. They just wash their hair with rice water, and their hair is so long. It's insane.
mm,
It's very good for the scalp. It's very heavy with nutrients. So if anyone wants to try it, you shouldn't leave it on your scalp for more than like 5 minutes at a time. It's preferable to do it when you're showering.
hmm.
And but yeah, Ragib, if you want to get your hair healthier, like if you just don't care how your curls look, that's fine. But if you want to go healthier, there's a lot of products and there's a lot of stuff that you can do, and it would look so good. Like I've seen guys with curly hair I follow on Instagram. Their hair is amazing, like rock star level curly
Hmm.
long hair.
Everyone tells me I look like Jason Momoa. I think I should just do what he does. I
Yeah, I
think
can
I'm.
see that.
I think I can dress like Aquaman for Halloween. Like I'm in Halloween.
You're about the same height, so it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um.
I don't want because
Yeah.
he doesn't really have curly hair. He just has wavy hair. He just has thick wavy hair.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really thick. That's why.
I think that's the other
Mm-hmm.
thing is that curls can come in different thicknesses.
Yeah.
Your different hair volumes. Like I mean, like, obviously, you know what I'm saying. Once you get towards the three side, you know what I'm saying, you start to get thicker hair anyways. Um, but like you can have thick straight hair too. You can have thin straight hair, but like the thin,
If you want to share your screen, that's fine. Done.
you're showing it.
Yeah, but do you want to show what you're checking?
No, I'm looking at the same thing. Aren't we looking at the same thing?
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted your take. Go ahead.
No, no. You see this picture, right? I'm not tripping.
Yeah. 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 No.
Okay,
No.
okay, okay. I was like, wait, have I been referencing this whole time? Y'all don't see this?
No, we're good. We're good. I thought
Okay,
you were
okay.
just checking your own more advanced thing. That's why.
No, no, no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's just thicker. Yep. You just have to basically work your hairstyle not only to your desire, but also to like what kind of hair you have. Um, in each type of hair, again, has a different routine based on what you're looking to do. If you have short hair, for instance, like if you have short curly hair, like really really short, like we're talking like 2 or 3 inches off the top of your head, you really don't have a lot of upkeep. It's done. Like you can
Mm-hmm.
just you put your little routine in, switch your hair around, and that right there, honestly, doing that in the water with like a routine and conditioner in is gonna make your curls pop just by having it like that, and especially being low like that, you're not gonna have a bunch of split ends or a bunch of frizz. Like it's gonna be really all compacted in one spot. But at the same time, like you want the long curls. You want the long curls. You want it to fall
Yeah.
and flow in the wind. But
Oh yeah, totally, totally. That's why I take care of my hair so much. I
I
love
try
the
not to.
curly hair. My hair like reaches all the way down my back now because I just use so many good products. I take care of it so much, especially like even for my hair. Here, the weather is so dry, even though it rains a lot, it's so dry and it just dries up my hair. I have to take care of it so much if I want to maintain my curls. Like, my curls are my personality at this point, you know, they define me.
I
Yeah. I
think
feel like a good stretch. Go ahead, Mike.
saying I think like going to a curly hair specialist was really eye opening for me. Because they gave me a what do you call it, curl by curl cut, and it's basically like they take the time to go individually strand by strand to like even your whole hair length out and get rid of your dead ends. But then they style your hair. They use the best product possible because it's up there near Hollywood. So like what I use is what they use there. It's expensive, obviously, but I mean when you're curly, like you gotta protect your stuff or cut it,
100%.
protect it or cut it. What are you gonna do?
Either take care of it or you cut it off.
Or you cut
100%.
it off?
Also, like, the even if two people have the exact same shape of hair, it's not necessarily the case that they have the same products that they use, because someone might have a drier scalp, someone might have a more oily scalp, or vice
Mhm.
versa for the ends. Like I have a friend, she and I have the same hair type. Her hair is shorter, but she uses very heavy products on her hair, and she literally just puts them in all the like argan oils, shea butter, whatever,
Mm.
coconut oil, puts it in her hair, and then comes out, it's as curly as it is. If I do that to my hair, it would just go straight. It would be so oily from the top. Like I cannot.
Yeah, I'm actually in an oil routine right now, which is why I have this on. I put oil on this
Mm,
morning when I woke up. I don't do oil every day. I know what is she? I think she's Persian. But she has crazy long, thick black hair. But her family, like growing up, you know what I'm saying? She sits down in front of her grandma, and her grandma's got the oil and she's putting it in her baby's head and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like that's a cultural thing. I
yeah,
didn't have
it's such
that.
a cultural thing.
I didn't
Mhm.
have that growing up. So like I had short hair growing up. Now that I'm an adult though, I'm like, okay, well, I don't need the oil in my hair every day, but every once in a while, you know, saying once a month or so, I'll come through and I'll do a little oil routine. I do try to keep it off my scalp though. You don't want oily scalp.
So how
You
do you do
want
it?
that
Do you
product.
like put it on a brush and then just brush it through the
I use
hair, or
my
do you like dip your
I put it in my
hair or?
fingertips and then I take my
Mm.
strands and I pull them individually and I go the next layer and go the next layer and keep going until my hair's done. My
Mm-hmm.
shoulders are all swelled up from from being up here in this position this whole time. Yeah, doing curly hair is a shoulder workout. I think that's something people
Oh
underestimate.
yeah, for sure.
You can't just do
It
your
also
hair.
takes
It's not just a
time.
brush. It takes
Every
time.
time, every time my husband goes, don't you go in and shower? Like you'll feel so much better. I'm like, you don't understand, man. Like you go into the shower, you need like 5, 10 minutes. You're all showered top to bottom. If I go into shower, it's at least an hour, 15, hour and a half routine. Like I can't. If I'm doing my hair, that's it. I'm committed. I have a long time in.
Yeah. A hair shower is not
Mm-hmm.
the same as a regular shower.
No.
If I'm just doing an upkeep day on my hair, like just a rinse and a fingering through, like all right, that's it. We're did good. A little bit of conditioner, a little bit of leave-in on the way out. That's great. But like, oh, I have a knot right here. Oh, you know what that means? Close the bathroom off. I'm in here for an hour. I gotta go strand by strand and make sure I don't have any more knots because my hair is fully conditioned now. I put my full
Totally.
conditioner
Do you get it too, like when if you're just going about your day regularly, not really doing much, not really even moving your head much, and then suddenly all the back of your hair is just all knotted together? Do you get that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the kinky curls. Mine, like I said, on the front of my hair, because I usually have it like in a bun or pulled back. The front of my hair is a lot straighter. Not it's straighter. It's like I said, it's like 3C. It's not straight. But the back of my hair is very curly, like kinky curly for a like little ringlets.
Mm.
Ringlets. And they will just knot right up. You cannot leave them. I absolutely have to like check them out and make sure they're done. You know what I'm saying, in the shower. You can't just throw water on it and walk away from it. You will have a knots in your hair. It will not be comfortable. Cut it
Mm-hmm,
out.
mm-hmm.
Cut it out. Have a big old chunk of hair missing.
Nada, have you seen me bald before, or do you only know me from long hair?
I think I just know you with hair in general.
Okay. I remember when I was bald when I came to the States. I was bald. I had a buzz cut, and none of the
Mm-hmm.
girls would talk to me. When I grew my hair, I was getting more attention. So it was interesting, the LA vibe. I think because it makes me look a little younger. The buzz cut makes me look a little older. And obviously, as Jason Momoa became more popular, I was giving his vibe. So
Hmm.
so yeah, that
Sorry,
was
guys. My control.
okay.
I was wondering where'd we go. I I've had my hair cut my whole life. Like I've never had long
Oh
hair.
yeah, you were in the army, yeah. And
Marine
was it,
Corps. Yeah,
yeah, tell us
yeah.
the hair experience then.
You don't have one.
You just don't have
You get your hair cut every week.
it.
Every week you get a haircut. Every single weekend you will go get a haircut. Guaranteed.
Does the Marine have a special barber, or you just
I
randomly
mean, they
go?
have barbers on base who do it for cheap, but they do it fast and cheap. If you want a nice haircut, you might want to go find a guy. Um, and let that be your person. Then in the barber world, for specifically for men in the barber world, like you don't get a different barber. That's your barber.
Oh yeah.
That's your
Hmm.
barber until the day until you move away or until he dies.
By the way, I've never
Oh
been.
yeah, it's the same with curly hair. Like totally, like
Because
my
you can't trust anybody
hairdresser in
else.
Lebanon. Yeah, no, I would not trust anyone else with my hair. When he moved away, I was very sad. Well, I'd moved to the States as well, but every time I went back, I would only let him cut just the ends of my hair, you know? He
Mm.
moved away and I was like freaking out. I was like asking random people with curly hair on the streets, like, which hairdresser are you going to? And now every time I go back home, he's the guy that I go to. I do not change. I don't even go to a hairdresser here unless like I'm cutting my I'm doing a buzz cut from like undercut buzz. I don't know what the fuck. I
Undercut.
trust someone undercut, whatever. But yeah, here I do not trust anyone. I tried one person with my curly hair, and her specialty was curly hair. Got in, I did a trim, made me pay $120. I didn't even like it, so I left. And I have not cut my hair in the US, in the States, since. I do not let anyone touch my hair here.
Mm.
So, do like
Yeah.
men, do men with long hair go to women barber or men barber in the
Typically
States?
women. Well,
Typically.
so a barber is different from a stylist. If I was
Okay.
going to go get my curl by curl cut and like a styling done, that's like a salon for that. A barber just gives me my fade. They just keep the fade low, keep my hairline lined up. But you're not getting your hair washed at a barber shop. You will get your hair washed at a salon.
Hmm.
How do they learn it? They just like they decide to intern when they were in college or something. How's the vibe?
Barbering,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah,
who knows?
you specialize either in curly hair or, I
Mhm.
mean, I think straight hair is the only one that you don't really need to specialize in. There's not much there going on. It's just you need to know how to cut right and like what fading is and stuff. But when it comes to curly hair, like styling is the thing. You have to know how to manage curly hair properly. And then there comes in like when if you dye your hair, like I dye my hair for example, so I need to take care of it even more because this dries off my hair like
Mhm.
crazy. So like there's different levels of styling that you can get into. And it literally is like you're in college and you choose a specialty. It's like I want to specialize in curly hair, or I want to specialize in buzz cuts, or I want to specialize in like designs or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know someone she just used to braid her own hair like by herself, and then she just made a business out of it because of like word of mouth. Because like her friends needed it, and then they were like, instead of me going to a barber or whatever or a hairstylist, let my friend do it for me. So and then
Mm-hmm.
she got bigger. So it's quite
I
interesting.
I recently learned that your hair type also dictates what kind of braids you can even get. Like people with straight hair, you can't braid their hair well. It comes right out like really fast. Even when your hair's wavy, if it's like thin, it's hard to braid it. But like for really curly hair, braiding it is a protective measure, actually. Getting like a bunch of braids put in, like even if they're fighting against your scalp or whatever you use, like it's a method of protection. You're protecting your hair because it's protecting the curls and it's protecting like they're going to be incredibly moisturized and you're saying put a good product in there when you before you braid it up, and then it just stays in your hair that way while they're braided. Every time I take my braids out, anytime I've ever taken braids out, my hair is in like the most beautiful state possible as soon as it comes out because it's been in this safe, protected state. That's why when you go to sleep, you're supposed to sleep with like bonnets on. You're supposed to use the special microfiber towels on your hair and a diffuser so you don't use too much damage to heat on your hair. And you're not even supposed to you're not even supposed to really wash with hot water in your hair like that. It's supposed to be a little cooler water. I hate cold water.
Oh yeah,
What?
you have to have cold water at least on your scalp.
And yeah,
Like it
exactly.
it helps with your
It
hair.
helps.
It's
Helps.
very very healthy for your hair.
I know, and I hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
I don't mind it. I love cold showers. I love cold plunges. I love the cold, so I do not mind.
No,
I
no
was
cold.
go-
But
I was
yeah, like with braiding, I've had like every time we have an African group come in, of course, like most of the ladies, they have their braids going on and they look amazing, but like their hair is literally afro. Like there isn't like one
Yeah,
point, one dot on their head that doesn't have hair. So like when they braid, it's amazing. They
exactly.
braided my hair a couple of times, and I looked like a
Bald spots.
what's that guy, Mr. Potato Head? Like was
Yeah,
just extra big. It was so bad. It was so bad.
it's
But like,
true.
yeah, it really needs a type. I should have like put in extensions to like make it,
That
look
that's
thicker and
exactly what
stuff.
it is. Yeah, girls. Yeah, I,
But
honestly,
like,
yeah, you'll need some extensions to make it look a
yeah,
little.
I expected I'd look like them, but no. Like their hair, when they remove the braids, they're so thick. Like they have very thick hair, and I think the braids protect their hair so much because they all have very short hair. Like I don't think their hair grows very long, so
Yeah,
that helps with protecting whatever strands they have. But they have
but
very thick hair.
it's also because it's curly, and so it doesn't look as long
Mm-hmm.
because
That's true.
the length is compacted. We in curly culture we call that shrinkage.
Hmm.
If you come out of the shower and you freshly brush your hair out, your hair is really long because it's heavy and wet. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as it starts to dry out, or God forbid the wind blows or something,
Totally, 100%,
lost
hundred
about two
percent.
inches of length over an hour.
Yeah, I've seen friends. I should go to a dermatologist, but I don't really. But I've had a lot of friends who have doctors recommend them very intense, very heavy hair products for their scalps, for their hairs, and I find that insane. It's like, okay, I got what I know about curly hair and the products from my own research and whatever, and experimenting a lot. And that got me to a point to understand, like, if if a doctor recommends me this very heavy, like, wax filled, chemical filled product, it's not going to be good for my hair. Just travel to Turkey. Why Turkey?
But instead of paying all that money, might as well just travel to Turkey and do the surgeries.
And oh, yeah, for the hair implants? Yeah,
Hair
totally.
implants.
Oh
Yeah.
man. I need some hair implants. Like my hair, it doesn't look it, but my hair sheds so much. Like I have so much hair fall every single day. Every time I shower, I'm like combing, I'm like just taking out strands and strands. It doesn't show because I take care of it. It's very voluminous, whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of heavy products out there. One place I really like I find some products most of the time is Whole Foods. Whole Foods has
Mhm,
some good products. They're more on the organic side, and Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's doesn't have a big variety, but their products are on the healthy side,
mhm.
um, which I like. And of course, whatever I like at Costco gets discontinued because that's not the kind that gets their products from Costco.
When
Yeah,
I first moved in here, I was because I was trying to get into acting, all of that. I was trying to understand how hair and makeup works in movies and all of that. And I noticed that because historically most of the actors were white with straight hair, I thought that that was like the standard. And I was like, I wanted to get Brad Pitt's hair, all of that. Like, no one would tell me that. It's just not possible for you to
yeah. It's not for
be
you. You have to
something
wear a
you
wig.
cannot be. But this whole curly hair vibe, I mean, if you think about it, curly hair is actually, I mean, it's gonna sound biased, but the reason curly hair is better than straight hair is because it gives more expression to the face, and like a straight hair gets boring really quickly. It's like a guy with a buzz cut. That's how I say it. Like a woman with straight hair is like a guy with a buzz cut. It's cute, but it gets boring quickly because it doesn't have expression. But I still didn't understand why there wasn't more curly hair actresses on the screen,
It's
or
a
like the,
character, man. It's a character.
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Let me tell you why. It's because curly hair takes a lot of space on the camera, and that can be an issue for the director.
Oh my god.
I want you to think about the actress from the Marvels. What's her
Which
name?
which one? Which character is it?
Not her friend, not Captain Marvel, but the other one. What is her name? She's the FBI agent, or she's the pilot, or whatever.
I forgot. You're
It's
absolutely right, though. It does
Whatever.
take up like the
But
camera.
but not only does it take up a lot, but it's also like think of all the scenes where she's flying around, or in a fight scene, or in an action sequence, and the hair's going crazy, and then the next scene over, her hair's back to. perfect style. And I'm like 0% chance.
Oh yeah, totally. 100%.
0% chance. No. You just
Totally.
flew with your curly hair at Mach 15 through air and your hair is fine. Oh no. No.
Oh,
100%.
oh,
Oh no, I get on my bike. I'm just
Monica
like
Rambo.
doing this on my bike the whole time, and then
Yeah.
I get
And
off
when you
my
get
bike
done,
and
it's like
the
this. Yeah, your
helmet
hair
is
is
there.
this big.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
No,
There's
no, no.
no
That is
way.
unrealistic.
No way. It's like anytime you see like any of the old black exploitation movies, they'd have like people in afros doing like kung fu movies, like kung fu fighting. I'm like, no, because as soon as you hit someone's afro, it's got a big old dent in it. They got to go pick it all out. Monica Rambo, that's what it is. Yeah, her hair is beautiful. That's natural hair. That's incredibly high quality, like 4C, 4B, like hard to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
But celebrity effort, celebrity resources, like
Mm-hmm.
celebrity products. Um,
Totally.
and also you're on camera on set, like they're hooking you up literally every scene. Like she's not gonna walk
Mm-hmm.
around looking raggedy.
Plus, she
Her
probably
kitchen
has
looks
like a
beautiful.
ton of like sprays and mousses going in that just holding it together the whole time.
I honestly wonder what her between the scenes like hair routines are, because for sure she's not doing it herself. She's a celebrity,
Mm-hmm.
so
Oh
someone's
no, no.
they're doing it for her. It's
Yeah,
inconvenient for her to do it.
makeup artists, they always.
But I wonder what kind of like, I wonder if it says.
So, when Khalea and I went to Universal Studios last year, no, not last year, this year, we got a caricature done, and I was sitting next to him. The guy drew us with like half of Khalil's face and just my hair taking up most of the portrait.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I never noticed it before, but every single picture we've taken since then, I've noticed it so hard. My hair takes up half of his face, like literally in every photo. I'm like switching my sides now. I'm like, okay, now I'm too self conscious about this.
You gotta pick your
But
good
yeah,
your
no,
good girl side.
the hair takes up a lot of space.
Yeah. That's why I feel like I'm in the sweet spot where it's not like it's taking a lot of space, but it has the expression of the waviness. So I'm happy.
You know, Raghib, if you do any of the curly girl method routines and you want to get girls with that, that is a great conversation starter. Women are
Yeah,
gonna come up to you and be like, "How do you get your curls so curly? Tell me your
literally.
secrets."
They literally will come up to you and be like, "I want to touch your hair." And you can be like,
Mm-hmm.
"No, don't let people
Mm-hmm.
touch your hair because
Oh
there are
my God,
oils from
you
their
guys get
hands."
that too. I have so many people who ask if they can touch my hair. I'm like, please no,
Oh,
like please. I don't know what your hands are. Please
I'm
no.
I'm a black person from the South. I get asked if they can touch my hair every day. Somebody, or they just do it. They just be like, "Oh, this
It's
is
like, oh
so
my God,
nice."
can I touch your hair? It's so nice. And then they're so
You
surprised. Like, oh
do
my
it.
God, it's actually so soft. I'm like, yeah, I spent a lot of money on
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, yeah. I showered for an hour and a half this morning. Thanks.
it. It better be soft.
It better be soft and smell incredible. Actually, you want to come put your nose
I
on it?
feel like I feel it's our time, by the way, the curly hair gang, because even like if you notice a lot of Asian women, they're waving their hair because it's
Mm-hmm.
giving a lot of expression.
Come,
So
it'll come and go in waves. It's all fads. Hairstyles are fads, just like clothes.
yeah, but no, it's becoming a fact that wavy hair has more it's better and
Oh,
has more expression.
it's back around. I mean, I'm cool with it. It's hard to maintain, but it does look great.
That's a great. Raghib, we need to get you on this routine. Let's see, how should we start you off? So,
Yeah.
Just save
so
up about $450. Go up to
no,
Hollywood.
no, no, no,
Get a
not with that extreme.
get a curl
Start
by
off with
curl
like
cut.
start
Five
off with
hundred
like a
fifty
simple
dollars for
hair
the product.
mask. Get some mayonnaise with some olive oil. Put it in your hair.
Put, put,
Then wash it off.
well, put the links for Amazon and I'll buy it. Like
Yeah, I
put
will
the,
put you on a full routine, and within a week, your hair is gonna be looking so curly and shiny and gorgeous. But you gotta maintain that because that's how you get the women.
oh,
It
Maintenance.
shows your consistency. It shows your
Mm.
level of commitment.
discipline. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. Just send me the links and actually maybe we can make the podcast about how my hair is transforming with the routine.
Transformation, a transformations scene
Yeah, like before, after, something like
montage.
that.
Yeah, dude, I broke
I
my
would be
arm.
down for that. Like at the beginning of each episode, like let's check in. Where are we at now? What should we change? What's happening? What's your hair type? Like, what products do you use now? Is it one of those like shower and
I just
bathe
use
all at
a I
once?
just use a conditioner, and every time I mean, I'm getting lazy about it. It should be every time I wash my hair, I should put conditioner, and I put shampoo like 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay. Which conditioner do you use? Because it seems like to me that your hair is frizzy and it's relatively moist from the bottom, but kind of dry from the scalp.
Let me get you the things on this.
Okay.
Frizzy top, a brushing.
It's a
You,
journey.
it's definitely a journey.
Yeah, right now I'm just using Dove coconut hydration.
Oof.
It
Can I
says that
see?
it says that
No, you're using Dove? No. Mm-mm.
Welcome to the curly
Uh-uh.
girl life. The curly girl journey is first and foremost humbling yourself at the altar of not knowing what the f you're doing. You just say it out loud to yourself. I don't know anything about curly hair, and then go into it with an
I
open mind and be educated by people. And believe
That
me
is
when I say
very true.
everything you've been doing
is
is wrong.
wrong. No, it's fine. Like
And
I'm
that's it's
It's
not
scared.
it's
wrong.
not it's not it's not about
100%.
you. It's not you that's wrong. That's for every single person who wants to start their journey. Everything you're doing, all the things you think works, let that go.
Throw it out.
Yep, let
Just
it go.
let that shit
You're
go.
about to have
Like,
to do a
totally.
whole changeover.
I
I
swear, when I started my curly girl method journey like maybe 7, 8 years ago, and it
yeah,
is a
same.
lifestyle. You know, it
Yeah.
is totally a lifestyle. Once you figure out what your hair actually needs, you cannot go back. Because if I use
No,
any sort of like sometimes I use like the chemical stuff when I go to hotels and shit because I can't travel with that, but
and
that's
it
whatever. I
kills.
gotta just keep going. But then it's like, oh my god, my hair is dry. I need my moisture. I need my stuff. But yeah, we will get you on a good journey.
Need some more sunlight for some vitamin D. Get you some. Go to the beach every once in a while. Dip your head in the salt water. Let it strip all the oils out of your hair.
Oh, have you guys ever done the like if you mm, rinse your hair with beer and stay in the sun, it could like light it up.
Oh, I don't want to do that. That's because there's alcohol in it.
So I mean,
You're
it dries up
bleaching
the
your
hair.
hair. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
bleaching your hair.
yeah, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, I
I
guess
dye
it's
my
not.
hair,
I guess
so
it's mild. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad.
it is
I
mild.
I don't want to do my hair because I actually my hair is about officially it's black, but under the sun it's actually like a really dark brown. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have black hair. Even my facial hair is like actually is there's I have like reddish patches. Um,
Yeah, I can relate. My hair is also like this is my natural color. Like if you can see it somewhere, it's like actually very, very dark brown, but it's not really fully. It's almost black, but it's not fully black. And the rest of it is just hair dye. I just want to go as red and purple as I can.
I don't think I'm gonna dye my hair. I'm
But I
too
don't. I
scared.
don't bleach it though.
I'm too involved in the hair journey. I'm scared to put anything
Mm-hmm.
in it. I'm scared. I mean, it's not dangerous, obviously. You can there's safe way to color your hair. It's not.
Hmm.
I just
No, no. If you
oh
get into hair dye, like you're in it. Like I
yeah, that's
don't bleach
that's
my
that's what
hair,
I've
but
heard.
still, I use developer with. I need to use something to lighten up my hair, so I use developer cream, which is much um uh easier on the hair, but it's
Mhm.
still so it kind of lines up my hair. But you put your hair, but you dye your hair once, especially with the colors I do like red and purple and pink and stuff. Like that's it, you're in it. You
Mm,
can't, and unless I completely cut my hair at least to like here, like
yeah,
my hair is dyed all the way.
that's it. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
does. It will take years and years for the color to fade,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
even
I'm
then,
not
it
willing
won't.
to,
Yeah,
get rid of these curls. I haven't cut my hair in a very long time to get them this long. I'm not willing to give it up.
I know.
Okay, Rahul, we gotta start out with maybe like a mask at first.
You just
First
need
of all,
you
you
need
need to throw out that dove. Like that is insulting. You need to throw out that dove. You have very beautiful curly hair. You need to take care of that.
You need
Okay.
a
I
good
don't know what to
conditioner,
do. Like, just
a
tell
good
me.
shampoo, a good leave-in, and then an oil type. Because y'all are Middle
I
Eastern,
know,
you can oil in your hair, and it's gonna pop. It's gonna be shiny,
Hmm.
heavy.
I know. My hair looks good when it's wet, so I know there's products that can make your hair look wet the whole time. Also,
Wait. That is straight hair propaganda, and I'm here to put an end to it. Listen, every time your curly hair gets in the shower, you walk out of the shower and you're like, "Yep, this is perfect." That's propaganda, is in effect. You've been tricked into thinking that your hair looks best when it's like that. It doesn't. It doesn't. Is it more manageable? Is it easier? Do you wish it could stay like this for a day? Of course you do. Of course. It's just hanging down and then floating around. It's awesome. Your hair doesn't move like that. None of these girls' hairs move like that, except for the two on the left, maybe. Honestly, just maybe the far left. Honestly, I don't think type 2 is going to get away with it either. As soon as her hair dries up, it's going to go. And if it's really dry or if it's frizzy or something, then it's also going to do the same thing. You got to, hair wet is hair to operate on. That's it. Hair wet is hair to work on. This is when I need to start straightening it out. This is when I need to put my routine in. This is when I need to brush it. This is when I need to put my fingers through it. But can't do any of that when it's dry. You got to do it when it's wet. Wet hair is not how it's going to look when it dries. Wet hair is for work. Wet hair is not for show. You can take wet hair pictures. It's going to look great. Oh, look how cool my hair looks shiny in the light. Nice and black and even, no frizz. And then you walk outside and it's not how you look. You've catfished everybody. You've done it.
Also, like LA weather is so perfect for curly hair because you can just like let it dry
No
and it
humidity.
would just like
Yeah.
you can just like let it dry and it would just like
okay, let's talk
get
about
curly.
dryness. What does that mean? How does it affect the hair? What do you mean my hair is getting dry?
So
Like, let's talk about this because I have no idea
So
what that means.
heat is not good for curls. Like heat will basically make your curls like come undone. And
mhm.
especially moisture too. If you have product in your hair, you can that sweat, that moisture buildup can create like product buildup. If you don't have product in your hair, then you are just sweating. You have a sweaty scalp, which is not good for your hair either because it stinks and it's
Mhm.
sweat. Um, but like
That's why they recommend like you shower your scalp with cold water.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And also why we're supposed to use diffusers instead of like hair
Mhm.
blowers. Because a hair dryer on our hair is just gonna make it frizzy.
100%.
And
So like it makes it frizzy. It makes the ends more loose. Um and it really makes it very dry from the bottom. Like for me, the ends of my hairs are more dry than are drier than the my scalp. And thank God for my Dyson because that hair dryer, it's made specifically to like adjust the heat level
mm,
based on your scalp so it doesn't get overheated because the heat really can harm your scalp, your hair, and if my hair is super dry, it's going to be straight and knotted, which is very annoying.
mm. So like when I'm in Georgia, where I'm from, like in the South in general, there's a lot of moisture in the air. We have high humidity days, where they're just high for months, honestly. Um,
Mhm.
like if you walk outside with curly hair, you are now in an afro. Period. You're puffed. It's puffy. You didn't whatever slick down cool thing you had is over because you're sweating now. Your hair's puffing out. Out here it's a lot drier, so it's a lot easier to just be like, oh, I don't
Mhm.
have to sweat when I go outside. It's really
Mhm.
nice. The sun is not killing. Well, actually, it does here, but not the same way. I think this sun bleaches your hair, to be honest.
So like Raghav, if you look at your own hair, you see the little puffiness coming out of your hair. Like you've got your hair and then you've got like some hair coming out from the sides and the top. Like there's a mini gap. You know what I'm
Mm,
talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, the stuff that you just like put all the way down. Like all that frizz, that's the dryness. That's the dryness of your ends. It's just
Yep,
coming out. It's getting frizzy. It's getting,
yep,
not as healthy as it could be,
that's
or
it.
not as moisturized as it could be. Yeah.
Also, pick your hair's direction. Curly hair is cool to work with, but you have to like consistently do something to it. But if you want to change the direct, like the style or something, or change its style, you might have to work on it for a little bit. You might have to constantly put
Mm-hmm.
your hair in that position until it does it. Like sometimes I'll part my hair down the middle, But that's because I've trained it to do that over time. But like initially, I would always have it pulled back, which is what I'm trying to train it to do now. Is I'm trying to keep my front hair
Mm-hmm.
pulled back out of my eyes because I don't like anything in my over my face. I can't
Mm-hmm.
stand having my hair in my eyes, and I have a lot of hair, and so it's thick and heavy, and it just falls straight down. It's like this around my head, but it's my whole head is just surrounded by hair. You can't see my face.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, either I have to do this number, or I keep it back, which is
Oh
why we
yeah,
also love.
I've burned my hair a couple of times, like trying to light up a cigarette and then just my hair coming into the front. It's just like,
Yeah,
it's like everything gets burned. Yeah, by the way, like with the curly girl method work, you can force hair to become curly. So I had friends, I even had my mom get into certain routines with certain hair products, and I got their hair to go from straight to wavy to kind of curly. I mean, you can't force
mm,
straight hair to become super curly, but
yeah,
depending on the products you use and what you do, and there's like so many things that you can do. There's like the coiling, there's like the brushes they use. There's so many things you can do that you can habituate your hair to a certain
yeah,
style, and like you can make it curly. So if you think your hair is curly now, Raghib, wait until we're done with you. Wait until you actually use the products that we're gonna send you. It's gonna be very curly. It'll be good.
yeah. You're not gonna recognize yourself.
Hmm. And you're gonna be like, where's this been all my life?
Aw.
You're gonna
It'll
love
feel good.
curly hair.
Yeah,
It'll
it'll
feel
feel
good.
it
Yeah.
feels good when your hair is clean and fresh. It feels good, and you're like, oh, good, yeah. Everyone sees this, but also you have to figure out what you're doing again. I think I'm past the. Well, that's not true. I'm not. I was in a really good experimentation phase when I was in college, but I didn't take advantage of it because I was in college. My hair was like in that growing phase where I have a couple pictures where I was doing something different. Like when I first started growing my hair, I used to just push it all to the side, and so as my hair started getting really long, like from the side, I have like a shaved side of the head, and then the other side would be like big puffy hair. But now I just do buns because it's just so much easier. I try to leave it down sometimes. It's down right now. I don't have anything up right now, so that's good.
Hmm.
Try not
Yeah,
to have
like
your
when I
hair
put
up.
my hair in a ponytail, it looks like very puffy, and
Hmm.
you know, yeah. Well, guys, this has been extremely fun. I'm always down to talk about curly hair. It is indeed a lifestyle, and a lifestyle you have to choose to commit to. But yeah, I'm happy to be joined by fellow curlies. There's a lot of curlies out in the community. There's like a lot of support groups, as insane as it sounds, the curlies got your back. Like anything you want to know, the curlies got you. It's a whole world out there.
Reddit,
Yeah.
go to the curly Reddit. It's on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Reddit.
That's
Yeah.
where I get a
Yeah.
lot of my advice. They have because those are real people making real suggestions. It's not some
100%.
bot
And
upvoted
everyone's so
review.
supportive. It's like, I got you. I use this. I use that. Try this. Try that. Do this. Do that. It's very, very supportive groups. And there's like on the Facebook groups, they have the albums. So like in each country where you can find what products.
That's
Yeah. But yes, thank you very much for being here today. And see you next time.
Okay. Streaming
Cool.
stop. All right. So on
This was very
Monday,
fun. So,
uh,
Anna, I